Hey everyone, MJ here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you are a subscriber, and welcome if you are brand new. In today's 5-minute review video, I'm going to talk about rabbits. Before we get started, remember to like this video, comment down below, let me know, are you interested in reading this? Have you read it? Were you forced to read it in high school? And also, make sure to subscribe to my channel. So this book choice came about from the book year book tag, which was an original tag created by Criminali. And we were all asked to do the tag video based on our birth year. So Watership Down is one of the top rated books of my birth year. And I remember it being a favorite book of mine in high school. And now I don't know if that's true or not. This is a fantasy and it's an adventure. It's a story about rabbits that are trying to find a new home. Fiverr has some type of premonition abilities, and he foresees something that they're all in danger and they have to find a new home. So, he explains this to Hazel and the elders, and basically they go on this adventure to find a new living space. And of course, the rabbits are going to encounter different obstacles to try and get to their goal, which kind of helps with this epic fantasy moving along. There's cats, there's a fox, there's humans, there's modern machinery, there's a river. There's all sorts of these obstacles that they have to endure. There's a confrontation with a dog, which was actually one of my favorite parts. It's a fantasy story about rabbits. I will say that in the audiobook, it does say that the story was told to his children or grandchildren during a road trip. That's how this came about. So I'm sure whatever political things were going on at the time, whatever was in the news may have had influence on the prose, but I don't think that I would do a deep dive as to figuring out, I wonder what this symbolism means, what does this mean, etc., etc. I think it's just a story about rabbits. And the impact of nature on our society and our impact on nature. I think that's a really valid point. So yeah, I'm glad it's over. Now, I have this book, but I also did the audiobook because my time is limited, and I do audiobooks a lot, especially when I'm going to work, doing work, going to the gym. I had listened to it while I'm at the gym. And I would say that the audiobook made the story flow better. I think if I turned all of the pages in this paper book, I probably would have DNF'd it, honestly. There are so many characters in this book. I remember Fiverr and Hazel when I was, a kid and, watching the cartoon as well as in high school. But there literally are probably 35 to 45 different rabbit animal characters that take place in this story at different avenues. This is a fantasy and it's an adventure. There's also quite a bit of light violence. There's a rabbit that gets its neck caught in a snare. There's an appearance of foxes, there's cats, there's dogs, there's humans, there's also vehicles and machines that are freaking the rabbits out. But I'll tell you what, it's taken me 2 weeks to finish it, and I'm glad I'm done with it. I'm glad I finished it. Like I said, the majority of it I listened to, and I'm just glad it's over. I do think this book could have gotten wrapped up a little bit sooner. Just the amount of characters and trying to follow through all of the different plot points. You kind of lost the identity of some of them, if that makes sense. Some of them really stood out. You know, like Bigwig. Let's see. Dandelion, Cowslip, Blackberry. But then you have Holly, Houndswort, Strawberry. Some of them just kind of, I don't know, they kind of fluttered in the background, then they drop in and then they drop out, and you can't put a visual to it. At least I couldn't. It was just a lot. It was a lot of characters condensed in this plot of an epic adventure. Yeah, and it just, for me, it kind of didn't work. And this is supposed to be my favorite book of my book year, but now I'm having second guesses. I think because the movie influenced me when I was a kid, and I like rabbits, you know, there's that. But it was it's written very well. Like, I mean, super descriptive. You are right there with all of the action, but there's just so much. It's a lot. And I just I zoned out, I guess. So yeah, so again, would I recommend that you read it? Absolutely. It just wasn't the book for me this time. Just wasn't. So if you love reading about animals, if you are a fantasy genre person, if you like an adventure full of creatures and animals and a little bit of danger, then check out Watership Down. If you have a short attention span and you don't like books that have more than 20 characters, maybe Watership Down isn't for you. But I will say, all in all, the story is written beautifully. Like, the language is beautiful. And I think that's what helped carry me through to the end. Yeah. So next up for me is I am getting into The Night Circus. I will have that review for you next Thursday. Okay, everyone, that is it for me. I hope you are all doing well and staying safe wherever you are. Make sure that you're eating and drinking well, you're getting some exercise, and you're getting some sleep. And until next time, goodbye for now. Literally, there's like 100 rabbit characters in here. Boxwood, Speedwell, Fiver, Hazel, Blackberry, Cowslip, Chief Rabbit, Dandelion, Bigwig, Buckthorn, Black Rabbit, Strawberry, Vervain, Holly, Silver, Acorn, Thistle, Woundwort, Mallow,